So we all have driving forces that help guide our daily lives. Some of us have several key things we focus in on, and others of us are driven by just a few. Values are what molds our decision making on a daily basis. Values are what have helped us and continue to drive the way we live our lives. There are many things that I personally find important and key in my life. Welcome back to Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson. Thank you, as always, for checking out this week's episode. I hope you're sharing them with others. As always, check out Spotify. Lots of great things on there. I also have some exciting news to share in the next couple of weeks, so please make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. Super excited about it. It's something very exciting that you're not going to want to miss. This week's episode I'm super excited about, as it's something that has been talked about in different ways over my past episodes. I've had guests come on and talk about this as well, and how important it is to our daily lives, and that's the idea of our values. So we all have driving forces that help guide our daily lives. Some of us have several key things we focus in on, and others of us are driven by just a few. Values are what molds our decision making on a daily basis. Values are what have helped us and continue to drive the way we live our lives. There are many things that I personally find important and key in my life. Honesty, hard work, family, and play and faith are the driving values in my life, which really are all encapsulated in our family mantra, which is work hard, play hard every single day. Each one of those parts is specifically important to our family in the way we live our daily lives and the decisions we make. Understanding that work hard involves being honest, and that hard work aspect, just like it says, that hits two of my five values right off the bat. So that work hard, two key parts of my values. Play hard focuses on the ideas of family and play. We have to be able to do both. And in our family, we play as a large group. It includes family and friends. It includes aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, grandparents, that sort of thing. And our immediate family, such as just us and our boys, or even just Tasha and I. That play is key, but incorporates family within it. And then finally, the every single day piece. That incorporates the faith aspect, as I know tomorrow is not guaranteed. So I have the faith that if tomorrow never comes, I have done everything I'm supposed to and have lived the life that God wants for me. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, that it happens every single day, but those are the driving forces that are a part of my life. When we let our values drive our daily lives, we always have backing for the decisions we make. How often has someone asked you to join in on something and you weren't sure about it or had a bad feeling about it, yet you went along with it anyways because you felt pressure to do so? I have a feeling most, if not all of us, have had situations like that in our lives. I know I have. However, if our values are what drive our daily lives and we are constantly thinking about them, we'll be better prepared to respond in ways we hope when situations arise that are going to test that. For example, recently, our family's been having discussions about the idea of doing what's right even when no one's looking, and talking about how that relates to honesty and integrity, which honesty is one of my core values. So if, for instance, I were with someone else and we were on someone's property and we broke something of theirs and no one else was around, and then we get into the discussion that the person I'm with is like, oh, we just need to go. No one's going to know we're here. Let's just go. I know my values. I know what's important to me. Therefore, I have backing to respond and say, no, that's not right. We need to let them know. Now, with this, though, people will not always back you on these ideas, or they were going to question them and try to avoid your responses. But keep in mind that they aren't who you are consistently. They aren't who you're consistently with. You have to live with yourself daily, and the decisions you make are going to guide that. So, some action steps for this week. First, Think about what's important in your lives. Are they family, friends, career, work ethic, honesty, loyalty, etc.? Create a list of your top 3 to 5. Then the next step is to, once you have your top 3 to 5 written, you need to write them down with an explanation of each one. Why is it important to you? What does it look like? What are the expectations you have of others with regards to these 3 to 5 things? Because let's be honest, we look at others based on our values and have certain expectations, especially for the ones closest to us. Finally, find ways to remind yourself of these values consistently. The first 2 steps shouldn't happen and then you never look back at them. Make it a monthly, weekly, or even daily routine to read what you wrote down in action step 2 and keep them at the front of your mind consistently. This week's quote comes from Stephen Covey. It says, "Peace of mind comes when your life is in harmony with true principles and values and in no other way." So thinking about how what guides you is going to allow for a successful way of living your life in a harmonious way. As always, you guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you take this information, apply it to your lives. Don't forget, exciting announcement coming up in the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys have a great day and defeat the week.